I'm going to show you how I get this look using only 5 affordable products. A simple, easy mom makeup look out the door. If you're new here, my name's Audrey. Welcome back to my channel where there's always room for more makeup. If you love makeup, please consider subscribing and let's get started. So if I was in a hurry, I would jump out of the shower and apply my normal moisturizer. It's going to make for a really good base and prime the skin for the concealer that we're going to use. I would start off with my concealer. All the products I'm going to use today, all 5, are affordable products, and we're only going to be using 1 sponge and 2 brushes. So the process is really easy, it's simple, it's quick, it's run out the door, and you can do it. I know you can. All the products I'm going to be using, I do recommend as well. So I'm going to go in first with my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is the matte version. I really like it. I'm going to apply some underneath my eyes, over my little breakouts, kind of all over the face, but a light layer because we don't want it to be too intense. We're not going full glam. We're just going to cover up. I would put on the eyelids as well. We're just going to cover up a little bit, blend it in really nicely, and make it look like we tried. Once you put spots all over your face, go ahead and blend that in. All right, once you've got that all blended in, you can go ahead and go back in, if you have time, back in to cover up the spots that you want to cover up. But the point is just to be fast and have a light layer to just kind of even things out, cover up any dark circles that you might have. Once I've done the concealer, I would go ahead and go in with a bronzer. I have a lot of redness on my cheeks, so I don't really need to put on a blush. If you don't have redness, you could put on a blush instead of a bronzer. It's personal preference. I prefer a bronzer just to add a little color to my face because I'm so fair. I would go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just add some color. I put it on the side of my face, kind of in that 3 shape. The forehead down here on my cheekbone and then down on my chin. Kind of in that 3 shape. Not as intense as a contour, but still adding some definition. I like to put bronzer on the sides of my nose because I feel like the concealer kind of just washes it out. I don't want to fully contour my nose, but I like to add a little bit of bronzer just to add some definition. See, we already look less dead. After the bronzer, I would go in with a brow gel. I have more full brows, so I don't really need to fill in as many sparse areas. If you have like no brow hairs, you may want to go in with a brow pencil instead. But personally, I would just go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow and kind of fill in any spaces. Really just set the hairs down so they're not going all crazy all day. I like to use a tinted one. It does add a little bit of color, make it look a little bit more full, a little bit put together. It's just easy and fast. After the brow gel, I would go ahead and go in with mascara. Now, if you have time, you can curl your lashes. If you don't have time, don't curl your lashes. I didn't curl my lashes for a long time. I don't like doing it when I have time, but you can if you want to. I would recommend a waterproof mascara. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara. Voluminous from L'Oreal. And it's got one of those fat wands. It's gonna add a lot of volume and not so much for length, but really if you're just in a hurry, you just want your eyelashes to be a little bit more black and, you know, look like you have some if they're really short. I forgot one of the most important things, which is what happens when you're in a hurry and a mom. You can always go back and do it if you want. Totally unnecessary. But for me, I like to go in with my bronzer, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, with an eyeshadow brush. And then just put a little bit of that brown bronzer in the crease of your eye. It just adds a little bit of definition, and it's gonna make you look even more like you tried. I like to add a little bit on the bottom as well, personally. See? Look at that. A little bit more definition, a little bit more awake. I'm going to go ahead and go back in one more time with that mascara. Really wiggle it through. Once you have your mascara where you want it to be, with as many coats as you want, the last thing I would go ahead and do is lip gloss. It's a little bit easier than, say, a matte lip. You could go in with just a regular lipstick, but I would prefer gloss, personally. You just don't have to go as fast with a, you can go faster with a lip gloss compared to a regular matte lipstick. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone, and I think it's a really great everyday color. These are the 5 products that I would recommend that you go in with. I mean, of course, your favorite brands, brands that I like. Either way, but as long as you have a concealer, a mascara, an eyebrow gel, a lip gloss, and a bronzer, you can pull this off less than 5 minutes, get it done, get out the door, and you look like you are put together. I know there's been days where I have just, I have had literally less than 5 minutes to get out the door and all my kids, and if you have time, you can do a little bit of this. But if not, makeup's not necessary. It's fun, but you're beautiful without makeup. So get where you need to be and be safe. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up if you like videos like this, and we'll see you next time. Bye.